Hey, this is René, welcome back to another video on this channel, and today I will test the MACD strategy in the S&P 500. So I did a video before where I tested this in Euro US dollar, and some guys commented that I should do this for other markets or CFDs also, and this is a valid point. So I want to do it for the S&P 500 as an index CFD in this video. So the setting is really simple. You can see here in the upper left corner, I'm using the US500 index CFD. And I'm starting in the beginning of 2020. And we can also test longer periods later on. But first of all, I want to start with the last around 3.5 years. And here we are using the simple moving average, convergence, divergence. I don't really know how to say this indicator, but the MACD. And you can see whenever this main line, which is this histogram, crosses the red line, we then enter a trade and close a previous trade. So whenever the main line jumps above the signal line, we enter a buy position. Here, whenever the opposite signal appears, we enter a sell position. That's the idea of the strategy. It's a really well-known strategy, and you can see here this can really often work. This was a profit, this was a profit, and this also was a small profit. Of course, you do not only make profits, and this is why it is really important to make long-term backtests, not only for 1 or 2 weeks, but over several months or years. And this is where programming comes in handy, because you can write these strategies easily, and you can see here this is the source code. I mean, if you want, you can copy it. I will just scroll down here. Nothing to hide. It's a really simple strategy. It just checks the signals, and then we open positions. And so I mean, it's around, we don't even need this. So it's around 250 lines of code. So it's really, really easy. If you're interested in learning how to write these strategies, just check out the link in the video description. You will find a complete course where you learn everything, even if you are a total beginner. And it's absolutely worth it, because as you can see here, I can speed up the process and we can test trade after trade in a matter of seconds. And of course, I can also have a look at the MetaTrader to see the graph that this produces. And well, we can see here already, I mean, there are periods where it's generating profits, of course, but there are also periods where it's not winning. And actually, I did this test before. The periods where it's not winning are even longer. So let me fast forward to the end of this test. Okay, test is done, and we can see that it's not looking too great actually. So this was the test from 2020 up to 2023 October. And we can see overall we made, let's have a look at the backtesting analytics here. We had around where do we see it? 1,800 trades, so quite a lot. But on average, the profit of these trades was not big enough. So what I like to do then is I like to switch to another time frame, maybe the H4 time frame. And I do not change anything else. So the settings are completely the same. If I run this test now, we are again testing the MACD with the default settings for this indicator, which is 12, 26, and 9. And we're just testing in the H4 chart. The rest is the same. We do not have a TP. We do not have a stop loss. And we're just trading the signals. So why do I switch to a higher time frame? Because often we see that higher time frames provide more stability, because higher time frame means less trades, and we will see this in a second. And less trades also means less commission, less impact of the swap, and less impact of slippage and stuff. So switching to a higher time frame can actually make the test a lot better. But obviously not in this case. I think switching to the H4 time frame even made it worse. So we can see the equity is going downwards quite heavily here. And this is really interesting because we kind of see a clear trend. I mean, this is not a good trend, of course, but we see a trend. And whenever we see something like this, where a strategy is constantly performing bad, so to say, an idea is to just turn it around, right? And this is what you can easily figure out if you are able to test strategies quickly in the strategy tester of the MetaTrader 5. So let's jump to the inputs window here, and we can see I added this input is reverse here, and I can say I want this to be true. And what this does, we will see this in a second. So also let me increase the lot size to 1, because 0.1 is a little bit small for these indices, I guess. So this is the only changes that I make here. So if we start the program again, it's pretty much still the same. So we're still trading US500, which is the S&P 500 index CFD, and we're still in the H4 time frame. But you can see here the main line of the MACD, which is again this histogram, it jumped above the red signal line, but we are not buying. Instead, we are selling. And what this means is that we're turning around every single signal. So you can see this was a buy signal, but we enter the sell trade. This was a sell signal, but we enter a buy trade. So this should, in the best case, turn around the outcome of this test, right? I mean, of course, it will not turn it around in a perfect way because we still have costs and everything like commission, slippage, spread and stuff, which will take away a big portion of the profits. But still, the overall trend is now looking a lot better than it did before, of course, because we just turned it around. And these are small adjustments or small tips and tricks that you can use to develop a strategy. So even if a strategy is not winning in the first try or in the first back test, you can still always try things like this or try 1 or 2 filters or something like that. So you can see by turning around this strategy, the outcome is now a lot better. So in the next step, we can also run some optimization and check if we can even improve it a little bit further. So yeah, now I mean the test, it's not like super great, but it's looking far better than it did before, right? And whoopsala, if we have a look at the results here, we can also see, of course, the total amount of trades is less than we had it in the 1 hour time frame chart, because now we're trading the H4 time frame chart, which means higher time frame, less signals, less trades. So let's go to the overview here in the tester and let's run a complete optimization. And we will always go with a reversed version here because it kind of made sense. This is what the tester told us, and we can say we want to have TP points of, I don't know, maybe let's start with 3000 for TP and SL, and the step should be something like 1000, which is 10 points here, and we end at, I don't know, maybe 100,000. Something like this could be tested. So yeah, I will just give it a go. I hope that these settings make sense. And now in the complete optimization, the program or the computer will run 64 tests automatically. We do not have to do anything, and it will check all the possible combinations for the TP points and the SL points. Okay, so the test is finished, and we can see the optimization results here. And actually, none of them was better than the test that I did without TP and stop loss. So yeah, maybe we should add some other mechanism like a TP and stop loss as a % of the current price or something else. But yeah, for now, let's just go with the with no TP and SL then, I think. So let me go back to the inputs. Let's go overview single back test. Maybe we can test starting from 2015 like this. And then let's just not use TP and stop loss. We still go with the reversed version and give it a go. And yeah, this time I'm not running it in the visual mode because we saw this already. So we will just have a look at the graph for the outcome. And then we can see, yeah, if the years before the tested period that I used before, if they were good or bad or whatever. But we will just see a longer period for this particular strategy traded in this specific market. So yeah, let's wait until this test is finished and then let's have a look at the results. Okay, there we are. So the test is finished, and yeah, it's actually really interesting because a lot of them, or a very long time, the strategy was more or less sideways. Then we had some crazy moves here. 2020 could be the impact of the Corona thing. I don't know if this was the starting point of it all, but it would kind of explain the heavy moves here. And then, yeah, a lot of sideways going from here again. So yeah, what we can see here is, let's also have a look at the details here. 1,000 trades for this period overall, profit factor 1.06. So yeah, it's not like the best, but it's not like the worst. And yeah, it's actually interesting that the reversed version of this MACD strategy works better in the S&P 500 than the default version. But yeah, so this is the overall performance of the reversed MACD strategy traded in the S&P 500 H4 chart starting in 2015 up to October 2023. Oh, actually, oh no, I was lying. Looks like I don't have the data to start from 2015. This chart starts in February 2016. So this was my fault. But still we have like 7 or 8 years of historical data here, and this is the outcome. Of course, this is only theoretical, and in a live trading account it would look a little bit different. Also, this can never really predict the future. But yeah, I think it's still interesting to test indicators over a longer period of time to just see, is it good, is it bad, is it sideways, can I use it as a strategy if I add some more filters or some more mechanisms like trading stop loss, etc., can I use it as a filter or a strategy or whatever. So this will always give you some more information on a specific indicator, which might help you to build your own strategies to run them in a profitable trading system. So yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Also, let me know if I should use this strategy to test some more symbols or markets. Some of you already suggested gold, so I could also run this test on gold. So just let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And yeah, I will be glad to react to your comments or maybe make another video. So this is it. Thanks for watching. Have a great time and good trades. Bye bye.